Just like a pallet, we laying shit down. My man bitch and then I shocked the whole town.
All right, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We about to do a reaction video of Ryan Garcia. You know I gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. You feel me? Me and you. We gotta talk about it. I'm definitely about to start being more, like commenting back. I barely be commenting back because I be doing so much. If I'm not on her, I release so much stuff. I'm so consistent to where I don't even reply because I gotta reply to other stuff. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to keep this motion going. It's everything I'm doing is motion, and my YouTube comments is just like, I need y'all to conversate with each other for me. Appreciate it. Somebody help me. Somebody comment for me to somebody else. Give me lit.
Took care of business. Did what he had to do.
What's up, champ?
That nigga said took care of business. Look, he looks salty as hell.
Sir.
So he'll open up with a statement, but fire away whatever you guys have.
Hey, Ryan, first of all, congratulations on this big win. How do you feel so far? This weight class 140. I know it's a catch weight of 143, and overall, Oscar's Duarte's power.
His power was strong. I was really surprised about his chin. In the first round, I was catching him clean, and he was just like, he looked like he was just eating them. I was like, damn, this dude, he could eat some shots. So I was like, the first, second round, I'm like, I think he's going to go by third. But then by third, he kept putting more pressure. So I was like, I got to try to stop his momentum somehow. But yeah, he was a tough fighter. I knew he was going to be tough. Everybody was saying, like, why would he take this fight? So, now I got to get my credit where it's due,
That part. Get his credit. Give him his credit. I fuck with Ryan, bro.
I fought in there. I had a fight, with some grit, and then find a knockout. So I think I did good, especially with my first fight with Derek.
Ryan, the seventh round, you kind of moved around the ring, used a little bit more of your angles. Was that something part of the strategic plan that maybe Derek told you in the corner going into that round?
Oh yeah. Derek, he was pretty adamant. Like, come on, man. Like, why aren't you using your legs? Like, he's gonna open up. And I was like, okay, because I was trying to stay there and just kind of smother him to try to, stop his attack and kind of soften him up a little bit because he was like overly aggressive. I was like, let me just try to take some steam off his shot. But then I'm like, oh, well, he keeps throwing, so I'm going to start moving again. And then I just started locking in with my trainer. And, yeah, he was right. It opened up a shot, and he fell into a hook.
Such a competitive super lightweight division. In the perfect world, do we see you take on the winner between Regis and Devin Haney?
Oh yeah, for sure. I want to become a champion, so that's my goal. I don't know where Derek's at, but yeah. However, he sees fit on what that looks like. I trust him, and yeah, whatever he wants. I want Rollies, to be honest. I feel like it's a fun fight. He's a aggressive, crazy dude. Lead up will be crazy. Yeah, and I want that. He has a title technically, but yeah, let's do it.
What do you tell Roll
That nigga said technically. What do that mean?
if he's watching? Right?
Just, I don't know if you have a real injury or not, but he'll that shit. He'll beat your ass.
Oh, Ryan, so that first of all, that was hilarious. But I talked to you at the first press conference. I also asked you about who would you rather fight, Devin, T.O. And I think it would be a great idea if you kind of get Rolly out of the way for a bigger unification with maybe a Devin or a T.O. And I felt like you showed a lot of different tools today. I feel like no one's ever made you move that much. And for a second, we were a little worried. We thought maybe you were feeling his power. Tell us how you felt in there when you started using the movement, the openings you saw, and what you felt brought the knockout.
Like I said, in boxing, you're going to fight power punchers, guys that move a lot. Like my last fight, Tank was moving a lot. You got to be able to just, know what to do with these guys. So, in my mind, I was like, okay, this dude does pack a punch. He's a lot slower than me, but every time he hits you, it feels like a rock. So I was like, okay, we'll figure it out. Because I'm not worried about it. I'll take a good shot. I took a big uppercut, cut me a little bit for the first time. But, like I said, if I want to be a champion, I got to go through moments, I got to go through a little bit of adversity. In my whole career, I didn't really have ever any real adversity except, I guess, Tank fight. But for me, like, because I've been dedicated this camp, this felt like a fight to me. You know, it felt like, okay, like, I'm figuring out myself as a fighter. And
Yeah, on some shit, bro. I'm proud of this nigga, bro. Y'all sitting here. He gonna be one of the people that becomes like, cause it's okay to lose. You gotta lose to learn how to win, how important it is to win. Like being undefeated, all that is good, but it ain't no 100 win percentages in real life. Like, yeah, Floyd Mayweather did it, but in all reality, it was a couple fights out there that was questionable and he just won. You know, like the Pacquiao fight, not saying that he didn't win, but it's different fights that were just like,
it felt good to be in the ring. And I'm excited to.
like when he went against what's one ball, bro? I forgot. Bro.
And I'm excited to keep improving with Derek, and I'm just so thankful for God and just what he did in my life, and even on the hard years that I went through. And you know, I was lost for a long time. I took so many steps backwards after COVID, and just in life in general, as a boxer, as a person, the way I treated people is like I lost a lot of myself. So I fought hard to get back to where I'm at now. You know, even in the Tank fight, I wasn't there, but by the grace of God, you know, he never gave up on me. And I want to thank him for that in front of everybody.
Houston Chronicle.
You were using a bit more of a shoulder roll. Is that something you got from Derek?
Derek told me never to do that. He's like, don't do that shit. You ain't Mayweather. And I was like, he'll never admit that, but he did say that.
Where did they come from then?
I was just doing it. Like, I was just like, all right, like, let me see if this works. It kind of did. Like, he really couldn't hit me for 2 or 3 rounds. Then he started figuring it out, and I'm like, forget this. I'm going to go back to being me.
Ryan, congratulations on the win, man. What was it like, you know, first time back in the ring, right, since Tank, you know, kind of feeling shots again, maybe just answering the questions for yourself, like, okay, I'm in a fight. And
I'm not going to lie, this was scarier than fighting Tank. I'm not going to lie, he had a hard punch. Like, his punch was hard. Like, every time I got hit back, I don't ever complain. That dude hit me so hard in the back of the head because it don't look hard, but it is hard. So I was actually more worried in this fight than I was in Tank. With Tank, it was just like, all right, it's a boxing match. Like, he's moving around, whatever, boom, boom. But this fight, I was actually like, oh, shit. Like, damn, this dude trying to knock my ass out. Like, he has the power to knock you out. So I had to be very cautious.
Ryan, Shakur, I talked to Shakur afterwards, and, you know, he wasn't impressed. He said you didn't really see anything that Derek did to improve your style, you know.
Who's Shakur?
Shakira Twitterson. Nah, but like for real though, like that was Edwin Santos' line. But no, for real. So shout out Edwin. You know what can I say? Like he broke a record for the least punches ever landed in 12. Like that's actually a hard thing to do. The fact that he did that was crazy. So, you know, if he thinks that's good, it is what it is.
Wait, didn't he break the record for putting people to sleep?
Yeah, at home. At home, they turned that shit off after the fourth round. But that's the difference, though. Like, I fought a guy with power, but I didn't back down. Right. I went right to him. Stood my ground, moved. I did it all. He only showed one thing, which was moving around, and his hand wasn't hurt. His coach was telling him to throw it. Let's stop that narrative right now. He just been a hater since the amateurs, for real. And I want to fight him. I will beat his ass. I promise you that. Like, I've been in the ring with him. He's cool, but he just all scared all the time. Scared. In a pro fight, it's not gonna work.
They were grooming him since the beginning.
For sure.
Ryan, after the last fight, you kind of said you lost your competitive edge a little bit. I saw you after the win, go to one corner, say something to someone, go to the other side, say something to someone. So what do you feel now?
That was just emotions. Like, yeah, I have it back. Like, that's that. Like, I take it personal. Because when I put my mind to it, my whole heart, I put my whole heart into it. Like, I went away from everybody. I didn't see nobody for 4 months straight, just in Dallas in a little condo, and I was just looking at the wall every day, and just like praying to God, going to church, and just staying just as locked in as I can. So my emotions did come out. Because I finally, after a long time, gave everything I had to it. And that's what made me just explode. But, you know, it's going to just get better. You know, this is my first fight with Derek, so it's going to get better.
2 more questions.
Ryan, winning does a lot of healing. When can we see you back in action?
I mean, I want to get back in on March or April or whatever as soon as, like, for me, inactivity, like, really cursed me. I've been boxing for, since I was 17 in pros. And I had, I don't know how many, breaks, like a year and a half, like 2 years and a half. Like, you're not gonna become a better boxer that way. So
How do we get that done to get back, Ryan back in March? Is that possible?
We'll work on it. It's very possible. Absolutely, it'll get done. He wants to fight. He wants to become world champion. He wants to stay busy. It's gonna get done.
Okay. Last question.
Yolene.
Hey, Ryan, you've been with
Respected then, Oscar.
Goose and
You want him to lose though. He's trying to put him against the toughest fights.
Reynoso.
But he probably doing. He gonna be like, I was just trying to make you a better person at the end of the day. At the same time, like when everybody count you out, that's when you go. When you got people on your team, sometimes you don't go as hard.
Derek James.
And that's how I feel like with myself. I feel like ain't nobody really, super, when it comes to,
You think you finally found a home with Derek James? Are you learning anything new from Derek compared to the other guys?
Yeah, I feel like I found a home, a home in Dallas, home with Derek. I just think that, we're a great fit. And I'm just, I'm just happy to be there. And I committed to it. And I know Derek, believes in me. And I don't know, there ain't really nothing to say. It's just like, I love it there. And now I'm ready to keep on training with him. Like, that's it. Like, he's a great trainer. And we work so hard. So I just want to keep training with him and see where that goes. I'm all right. Like he said, I'm his last fighter. So we're going to try to take it all the way till the wheels fall off. So.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
All right, man. Shout out Ryan, man. I want him to fight Shakur before Devin Haney because Shakur, damn, that's crazy how you got the record for the list. Oh my God, punches in 12 rounds in history, bro. Like, comment, share, subscribe, though. Oh.